Indiana, they're going to keep coming at you. And we knew that. They put a small lineup in the game to change the tempo of the game, and they were able to do that. We got a little rattled there, but we got our composure back and was able to, execute down the stretch, defensively get some stops, offensively score the ball. So it was a new ball game, 105, I think, with about 5 minutes to go in the game. And we executed those last 5 minutes the way we needed to.
A good visit to get John back out there today.
It felt great. It really did. Having another body, a fresh body, and, having a guy who has done a lot for us this season. So I wanted to get him back in rotation as soon as possible and, allow him to get a rhythm. He has a much better rhythm with that first unit than he does with the second unit. So I wanted to get him out there quickly. He was limited with the minutes that he could play, 16 to 20 minutes tonight. So we're hoping that that will, he'll come out of this game feeling good, and those minutes will increase next game.
Thank you.
Alex Glaze.
Hey, Nate, just how about Clint? I mean, another 2020 night for him. Just what was it about today that he was just able to dominate the way he was?
Big, on both ends of the floor. Domas is an all-star. And, Miles Turner, those two bigs for Indiana, those guys can hurt you. And Clint, once again, did a great job of being the anchor for our defense. Covering, covering up mistakes that we were making on the perimeter and rebounding the basketball. We dominate the boards tonight, and that was, big reason for that was Clint. Not only defending, but rebounding the basketball. Then offensively, great job of setting screens, freeing up the basketball, and making himself available. So just another. Great job by Clint. I definitely don't think we win this game without him being on the floor.
George Henry.
Yeah, Coach, what can you say about Trey? I think this was his 17th game with at least 30 points. I mean, do you run out of superlatives to say about this guy after a while?
Yeah, one of the things that Trey and I talked about before the game was turnovers. He can do this, I think, every night. And, his turnovers have been, in the 5 and the 7 range. And, we wanted him to, as I told him, he's better than that. 5 turnovers for a guy like Trey with his ability to create, offense for himself as well as the team, and cutting down on those turnovers. I think he can have this type of game most nights. So this is not a surprise to me. He has shown his ability to score the basketball, his ability to move the ball, and what I wanted him to do was do a better job of taking care of the basketball, put more value on every possession, and I thought he did a really good job tonight in doing so.
Thank you.
Edwin Powell.
Good win, Coach. We know you want to win every game, but we saw you talking to some of the guys after the game. Is it a little special when you go against your former teams, Indiana, Portland, those guys?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I told that to the team. I thanked them. I got a great deal of respect for those players in that organization. And it's not anything other than, whenever you are traded, as a player or you're fired as a coach and you play that team again, no question about it, you want to win that game. But I do have a great deal of respect for those guys, and to have a relationship as we do after decisions have been made like that is really special. A lot of times when you move on from a team as a player, and a coach. A lot of times you don't even speak to or have conversations with a lot of the players. And, those guys, even in the first game, was very supportive. They came over, they spoke, we talked about things that we talked about when I was there, family, kids, and all of that. And, again, it was good to win this game, but I have a great deal of respect for those players on that other side.
Zach Klein.
66 points in the first half. How much do you attribute that, Coach, to the freshness of the guys having these 2 days off previously, and then I guess it's back to the grind of every other?
Yeah. I thought we did some really good things offensively. We were able to score. Where we were concerned about was the defensive end of the floor. I think we gave up 36 points in the paint in that first half. They were on their way to 70 points in the paint, and we had to do a better job of keeping the ball in front of us. We knew they would go with a small lineup. That lineup has been successful for them. And the second unit with TJ, he does a really good job of changing the tempo of the game, speeding the game up. And I thought they sped us up a couple times in this game, but we was able to get our composure and settle down, get our spacing, and execute down the stretch. And that was a big key. We've been in this situation before where we've gone against small lineups, and they've basically forced us or made us play their style of play. We needed to get control of this game, and it started with our guards. That's where Trey, our guards, did a great job of getting us organized and executing down the stretch.
Jamila Johnson.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Since the end of March or so, Bogey's been scoring in double figures, say for maybe one game. Have you noticed anything different about his game? Has it been his approach to it? What have you seen from him?
Well, he has been more aggressive, but I think it's due to, we've tried to personalize some things for some guys, run more sets for him, put the ball in his hands more, whether we're running pin downs or pick and rolls, but personalizing the offense to get different guys involved. And he's been really aggressive. He's been productive, and with Bogey playing that style of basketball, you're going to continue to put the ball in his hands. So he's done a really good job of being aggressive when we've ran sets for him, and putting the ball in the basket, and that really just opens us up to with another option that we can go to.